Hi, my name is Dixie Galvez. This is the continuation from School District of Palm Beach County on behalf of Donald Finoy. DOA Order Number 2020 and EO and O6 Summary. DOA means Department of Education. Reopening requirements. All schools open upon reopening in August. All schools boards and charter school governing board must open brick and mortar schools at least 5 days per week for all students. Subject to advice and orders of the Florida Department of Health, Local Department of Health, Executive Order 20149 and subsequent executive orders. The reopening plans in order to receive the flexibility and continuity provided for in this order, school district must submit to the department an reopening plan that satisfies the requirement of this order by July 31. Reopening flexibility and financial continuity. School district and charter school governing boards with an approved reopening plan will receive reporting flexibility that is designed to provide financial continuity for the 2020 fall semester. The Department of Education Order or DOA number 2020 EO06 Summary requires school districts to follow the advice of state and local health officials as well as executive order issued by Governor Ron DeSantis. School districts are required to submit reopening plans to the Department of Education showing how all schools plan to fully reopen and offer all services to students, due on July 31 or 31st. Charter school governing boards must submit a reopening plan to the sponsoring school district. Reopening plans need to include the percentage of students in the district who are projected to continue with distance learning, the quality of proposed progress and efforts to close the achievement gap. Includes the provision that school district and charter school governing boards will approve. A reopening plans will be offered reporting flexibility to ensure their funds are not interrupted during the 2020 fall semester. Starting that school boards and charter school governing boards will receive the GAP funding based on pre-COVID-19 FTE student membership forecast. Waives strict compliance with the Florida law requiring schools to operate for at least 180 days, and the law requires school districts to have a uniform and fixed date for the opening and closing of schools. The DOA Order Number 2020 EO06 Summary Assurances. Assurance: the district will assure that all brick and mortar school open in August at least 5 days per week for all students subject to advice and orders to the Florida Department of Health, local departments of health. The assurance: the district must provide the full array of services that are required by law, including in-person instructions, specialized instructions for students with IEPs and those from vulnerable populations, such as students from low-income families, students of migrant workers, students who are homeless, students with disabilities, students in foster care, and all students who are English language learners or ELL. The assurance: the district will provide robust progress monitoring to all students. Tiered support must be provided to all students who are not making adequate progress. If a student is receiving instructions through innovative teaching methods fails to make adequate progress, the student must be provided additional support and the opportunity to transition to another teaching method. Assurance: the district will work with IEP teams to determine needed services including compensatory and services for students with disabilities. The assurance: the district will work with ELL committees to identify English language learners who have rigorous and determine if additional or supplemental English for speakers of other language or ESOL services are needed. Creating a path forward, what will staggered approach to physical reopening schools look like? Using metric to determine when it is safe to physically reopen schools. Developing supports for principals, teachers, schools, and families. Engaging parents, employees, and other community members. The high-performing A-rated school district of Palm Beach County Governor's Plan for Florida's Recovery released Wednesday, April 29, 2020. The benchmark for reopening using the White House guidelines for opening up America again as a baseline, the Florida Department of Health identified 3 data components that should be considered. Safe, smart, state-by-state plan for Florida's recovery. The governor's plan contains benchmarks for reopening that should be met in order to move to the next phase of recovery. The syndromic surveillance. The syndromic surveillance methods looks at individual and population health indicators such as characteristic symptoms of particular disease. The objective of this surveillance system is to provide the data and analytic tools needed to identify outbreaks or unusual trends more rapidly, leading to timely public health responses. The epidemiology and outbreak decline. Outbreak data captures actual reports of positive cases and traces the courses of health outcome and diseases, includes the study of the distribution frequency, pattern, and determination cause risk factors of disease. The objective of monitoring this data is to ensure the state is managing the spread of COVID-19 and employing effective migration measures. The healthcare capability. Data about hospital capacity and readiness shows whether the healthcare system is ready to respond in the event of an unexpected surge of COVID-19 illness. The ideal situation is for the system to be able to react all patients without needing to use emergency surge plans and to have a robust COVID-19 testing program in place. The Governor's Plan for the Recovery, released Wednesday, April 29, 2020, benchmarks are tied to key metrics for determining when it is safe to move to the next phase of recovery. The metric, the A, downward trajectory of influenza-like illness, and downward trajectory of COVID-19-like illness, fever, cough, shortness of breath. Metric, downward trajectory of documented and COVID-19 cases or downward trajectory of positive tests as a percent of total tests, flat or increasing volume of tests. The metric capability to train all patients without triggering surge capacity and robust testing program in place for at-risk healthcare workers, including emerging antibody testing. The proposed metric for Health Advisory Committee consideration is 14-day COVID-19 train and ICU capacity, percentage of test target, and influenza-like illness, percentage of positive test. The 2 options for family once Palm Beach County is in phase 2 of recovery. Remain connected to your home choice school via distance learning. Families may select these options at any time if circumstances change. Return to your home school's physical school campus and 10 questionnaire must be completed. Dimmer switch or staggered approach to physical reopening in order to pilot best practices. Please note, families may enroll in Palm Beach Virtual School at any time if they prefer self-paced learning for their child. The high-performing A-rated school district of Palm Beach County and FY 2021 schools SDPBC reopening plan metrics determine when its SDPBC progresses between reopening stages. August in stages 1, August 10, 2020 start date for students. Distance learning for all grades pre-kindergarten, kindergarten until to 12th grade. Parents, guardians complete intent questionnaire before School District Palm Beach County Stage 2 is initiated. Health conditions will be reevaluated on weekly basis. Stage 2. Begin face-to-face live instruction for pre-kindergarten grades 1-6-9 EEC centers, alternative age sites. Distance learning continues for grades 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. Health conditions will be reevaluated before School District Palm Beach County Stage 3 is initiated. Stage 3. Continue face-to-face live instructions for pre-kindergarten grades 1-6-9 EEC centers and alternative age sites. Begin face-to-face live instructions for grades 2, 3, 7, and 10. Distance learning continues for grades 4, 5, 8, 11, and 12. Health conditions will be reevaluated before School District of Palm Beach County Stage 4 is initiated. Stage 4. Pre-kindergarten to grade 12 face-to-face instructions. All grade levels are receiving face-to-face instructions. Health conditions will continue to be reevaluated on a regular basis. Safety of precautions for School District of Palm Beach County Stage 1. Grades pre-kindergarten to 12 online distance learning. Metric determine when School District Palm Beach County progresses between reopening stages. Teachers and staff. Students' devices will be distributed at district sites, except kindergarten and new students. Students' devices for kindergarten and new students will be distributed at the assigned school centers. The district staff will be provided masks and other protective gear. The parents, students, and remain in their cars and wear a mask when receiving computers. Teachers and staff have an option to utilize their assigned school-based building for instructions. Teachers and staff can access the campus after informing their principal, completing safety protocol, training, receiving assigned entrance requirements. Health conditions will be reevaluated for a decision weekly prior to School District of Palm Beach County Stage 2 is initiated. Students and parents, guardians complete intent questionnaire before Stage 2 is initiated. Student devices will be distributed at district site except kindergarten and new students. Students' devices for kindergarten and new students will be distributed at the assigned school centers. The district staff will be provided masks and other protective gear. The parents' students must remain in their cars and wear a mask when receiving computers. Registration processes will be provided to parents by the assigned school. Kindergarten parents will receive directions from the assigned school principal. Supplies will be distributed by the assigned school center. Parents and visitors will not be permitted on campus without prior appointment. Health conditions will be reevaluated for a decision weekly prior to School District of Palm Beach County Stage 2 is initiated. On the high-performing of A-rated School District of Palm Beach County, parent choice for Phase 2 or recovery, fine-tuning for face-to-face instructions. Metric determine when School District Palm Beach County progresses between reopening stages. Needs assessment conducted for individual school data. Parents complete an intent questionnaire to assist school principal in fine-tuning for School District Palm Beach County Stage 2 to 4. The intent questionnaire will provide parents with an opportunity to choose the most of instructions desired. Intent questionnaire for parents will open the week of July 20. School principal will utilize the results of the intent questionnaire to fine-tune social distancing in classrooms, scheduling of students and teachers' assignments. Learning environment preparation. School principals will evaluate class assignments and fine-tune the school distancing requirements which are recommended by CDC guidelines. Prepare offices, classrooms, hallways, entries, exits for recommended social distancing. Provide additional custodian during school hours to disinfect common areas regularly. Operation support plans for Phase 2. The maintenance, additional signage in common areas, plexiglass installation in common areas in district facilities and schools, distribution of PPE and facial coverings, custodial enhanced cleaning protocols, monitoring custodial supplies, clean and stock restrooms on increased rotations. Teachers assist with frequently touched areas between classes, monthly building inspections, train custodians and bus drivers on disinfecting procedures. Operation Support Plan for Phase 2. The environmental. Response to incidents of reported cases in district schools, assist in designating a quarantine room or space, coordinate enhanced cleaning with vendors, provision of sanitizing supplies and protocol to schools and ancillary facilities as needed. Continue to monitor and investigate indoor air quality concerns. The food service. Meals will be served in the cafeteria and consumed in the cafeteria or classroom utilizing social distancing. No-touch IDs and facial covering face shields for staff. Continuation of grab and go. Food service for distance learners. Additional signage for social distancing, daily enhanced cleaning. The school district high performance A-rated district. Operation support plan for Phase 2. The transportation. Disinfect buses with electrostatic sprayer. Bus drivers wipe down high-touch surfaces on buses between routes. Regular routes follow and adjusted as needed for actual readership. Social distancing as much as feasible. Use of facial covering are required on all buses. Deploy 50 buses equipped with Wi-Fi to increase connectivity in select neighborhoods when feasible. Student registration for bus transportation pilot program. School police. The fully staff each school to comply with SB 7026 and SB 7030. Continue with all safety initiatives and support social distancing. Continue coordination to the Tactical Operations Center. All police personnel will be utilizing appropriate PPE and social distancing measures. The communications and the engagement. Keeping parents, students, staff, and the community informed. The palmbeachschools.org. The school district website features all current information regarding the reopening of schools, including frequently asked questions, feeding sites, information how to register, and learning resources. Live streaming. Please watch school board meetings and workshops we stream live at palmbeachschool.org or watch on TV at Comcast Channel 235 and AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Superintendent email. Dr. Donald Finoy will stay connected with parents and staff through email and video messaging and social media. The phone bank. Operators will answer concerns in multiple languages including Spanish, Haitian, Creole, and Portuguese. The communication and engagements, keeping parents, students, staff, and the community informed. The newsletters. multiple newsletters including the source for our parents, the link for our staff, as well as newsletters in Spanish and Haitian and Creole. Generating videos, simplifying district messaging in a visual medium. Parent link, communication for parents and staff sent out through text, call, and email. The School District Palm Beach County YouTube channel, recording of public meetings and teen produced videos.